Eddie.
Hi, babe.
Look at the water, how clear it is. Hi guys, it's Janet. Welcome back to my channel. So today what I want to share with you guys is how I booked my honeymoon trip. I get a lot of questions on how I decided where to go and how I actually booked it. So I will say that I did start with trying to get a travel agent to help me, and their prices were ridiculous. So I just did a bunch of research and I found this awesome website called tripmasters.com. So I'll link it below, and you can use that website to travel like to Europe, or you can use it to travel to Asia. It has so many packages and it was incredible. Like, there were no issues on the trip at all. So I'm also going to give you guys some tips on traveling. Tip number one, I would say, is definitely do your research, of course, where you're going. So for example, I went to Thailand, and I was going to do a bunch of hiking and be in beaches and be in exotic places that I'd never been. So I packed like bug spray. And I also packed like tummy medication. So the water there is very different and people are very sensitive. So we made sure to pack like stuff for our stomach if we ended up getting sick. Also, tip number two, when you pick your flight, we did not fly first class, so I recommend booking the seat at the very end of the plane. So this is because not most people like to sit there, but what ends up happening is there's like whole empty rows for you, and you can actually just like jump around. Once the plane takes off, you can move anywhere you want. So what Sean and I did was we ended up having a whole row to ourselves, and let me tell you, we needed it because that flight was 14 hours. Just one flight was 14 hours. So the whole trip around like flight time was, let's see, 1 hour was the first flight, 14 hours, 6 hours, like 21 or 22 hours to get there. So it was a long way. So having like a whole row to yourself is, totally awesome. I also recommend, and I'll show you on the website when I get to kind of walk you through it, but I recommend looking up the hotels through it's tripadvisory.com. So this website will kind of generate just a normal hotel, and then you can change them. So you'll see that when I show you in a little demo, but research the hotel, like what people say about the hotel and how much they like it, and pictures from like real people. So just researching where you're going to stay will make you feel more comfortable. I also recommend when you're traveling to another country to get the transfer from the hotel from the airport, to the hotel. So you're going to land in a different country. They don't normally speak English. I mean, most of the people in the airport actually do speak English. But I ended up getting like a guided tour in the beginning of my trip because I had never been to that airport. I didn't know where to go. So someone is like literally holding your name, and you're so happy to see them when you get there because it's like everyone's talking in different languages and so on and so forth. So when you see somebody that speaks English and welcomes you to this country, it is just like a relief. So I definitely recommend that. So this is actually how you book the trip, and I'm going to show you step by step through the website on how I booked it, and I'll kind of just voice over that for you. Okay, so you're just going to type in the Google search box for tripmasters.com, or click the link below. I'll have it for you. But this is basically the website, and if you see there, it has like best of Europe trips, and then down below it'll have the countries for you. There's like packages right here that you could pick from for Europe, and then if you scroll down, this is Asia and the Middle East and Pacific. So that's where I went to book my trip. And I just scrolled down to basically featured itineraries and found the places that I wanted to visit. So I went to Bangkok, Phuket, and the Phi Phi Islands. So I'm going to choose that one here for you guys as the example because that's exactly where I went. and we'll customize the trip there. So it kind of gives you where you're going to go, a little picture, and then what you do here is you actually pick the date that you want to arrive. So because I live in the US, it takes, you actually lose 24 hours and then it's 12 hours ahead. So it takes like 36 hours to get there. So you pick the time, the date you want to get there, and I'm just picking just a day in the future, and then I'm adjusting the days here. You can adjust how many days you want to be in each place, and then you hit customize and boom, you have a trip set. So it'll tell you when you're leaving and then when you actually get there. So it'll show the date that I picked to get there, but the date you leave is Saturday, for example, and you get there on Monday. And then you can change the flights if you want to. I usually pick those flights because they were the least expensive. You can change your seat if you want. And then this is where I told you in the tip to add the transfer from the airport to the hotel, and I picked it guided, which means someone will come to you, have a sign, they speak English, and then will take you to a car that will take you to your hotel. It was awesome because we got there so late, and it was nice to see someone that spoke English. If you have any questions, they can answer them for you. And then here is where you book your hotels. So it gives you basic hotels, but you can change them, you know, for favorites or customer rating or price or, you know, what have you. And actually, this is one of the hotels that we stayed in Bangkok. So you can click on it here in the website and it'll show you pictures of the hotel. Of course, these are professional pictures. And this is like definitely a great hotel. It has 5 stars. It will increase your package a little more, but I definitely recommend also going, as I mentioned in the video, to TripAdvisory, and there actual people will leave reviews of hotels, so you can, you know, I mean, they don't lie or they're not paid to, you know, these aren't professional pictures, so they'll actually upload pictures that they took themselves and tell you exactly what the hotel is like. And this hotel had like really good reviews, so that's why I chose this one. It's like Hotel 38 of 816 hotels in Bangkok, so it was really beautiful. But I did this for every hotel in the trip. I just researched the hotel. Like I figured where I wanted to stay in the city and then chose a hotel in that vicinity. So like I said, do your research on where you want to be, and then you can book your hotel based on where it's at and customer ratings. And then basically just continue to do that for the rest of the trip. So, you know, there's another flight. You can look at that, change it if you want, and then add your guided tour, and then go ahead and keep going through the process till you have all your trip booked. And then you have the option to get insurance. Most people do get insurance, but I did not get insurance because I knew I was going on my honeymoon. And so I didn't get the insurance, but I wanted to say in this website, it's really awesome because it gives you payment options. So you can pay all of it. You can pay, you know, between 2 people if you want to, or you can pay part of it now and part of it later. So that's pretty helpful because the trip can get a little expensive. So hopefully I was able to kind of guide you through how to maneuver through the website. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm also going to add right after this a couple of clips of Sean and I in Thailand. We had the most amazing time. We were in this kind of southern part of Thailand, so we went to Bangkok, Phuket, and the Phi Phi Islands, and we had so much fun. Like, I mean, the massages, we got like a massage every day, we ate amazing food and just had a great time. So I'm going to insert a couple of my Snapchats because I snapped the trip, and I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching. There went my honey. This is like not even half a mile from our hotel. We